Application, dedication, hesitation, procrastination, deliberation, termination, none of these. But communication. Communication is my topic today, communication at its best. Simon Sinek said, great leaders communicate and great communicators lead. So my fellow Toastmasters and distinguished guests, let me tell you, I've already explained in my last speech the leadership styles and its traits, and there is another one, that is communication. A leader is a great communicator because whatever he speaks of is effective, impactful, and result oriented. So this is very important. Question arises, why do we communicate? We always communicate, right when we have birth in this world. Crying is communication. Talking is communication. Writing is communication. Writing proposals, indulging in conversation or negotiation, everything is communication. Hazrat Ali Radhiyallahu Ta'ala said, a person is hidden behind his tongue. And Socrates said, tell me so that I could see you. When we speak up, the person who is listening to us, especially one who is listening to me for the first time, what he will notice? He will notice my traits. He will notice my behavior. He will notice my ethics. He will notice my background out of those words that I am speaking. So this is very important, what you speak, how you speak. So I'm going to tell you 3 ingredients that can make your communication, that can take your communication to a great level. Would you like to hear those 3 ingredients?
Yes.
Okay. Very nice. So everybody is listening to me and awakening. Thank you so much. Number 1, motive. Motive behind what you are speaking of. This is very important. Anything you are speaking uselessly, not going to serve anything. And people would think that this person is not mature enough. Hakim Luqman was once asked, how did you get this great level of wisdom? He said, throughout my life, I did 2 things. Number 1 is speaking truth. Number 2, keeping silent, then uttering useless words. So this is very important. If you speak, it needs to be with purpose behind it, with motive behind it. And number 2, tonality. If you are speaking something and it is in a flat tone, it is not gonna serve you what you actually desire. For instance, if I have to congratulate Muiz, suppose he has qualified CA, and I come and say, Muiz, congratulations on this wonderful achievement. So obviously he would be happy hearing this. But if I speak to him with the same words in a different tone, Muiz, congratulations, you have qualified CA. Obviously it is not going to serve the purpose what was required, because he will not be smiling. First he will be judging what he is saying. Is he making a joke, mimicry, or what else? This is why sometimes when we write a message and send to someone, and we have different intention behind that, but we cannot send our emotions into that. We cannot send our tonality. So sometimes people are mistaken about what is being said. So tonality is very important after motive. And third one is selection of words. This is again very important. Suppose I am guiding my some younger ones, and I'm saying, if somebody comes to you and you do something bad to him or her, then someday you may also have to pay back for this. So I have guided very well. But instead, if I select much better words, for instance, I would be saying, don't do bad with anyone such that you have to pay back for it. So these words were relatively concise and more impactful. This is why. And even I could have said, as you sow, so shall you reap. It also serves the purpose. So it is very important what you are saying is concise, precise, and clear. But obviously, not every time, because a novelist has a different usage of selection of words than a short story writer, and a short story writer has different than a poet has different than an economist has different than a journalist. For communication, basically there are two broader categories of communication. One is verbal communication, the other one is non-verbal communication. I've explained to you verbal communication, and I come towards non-verbal communication. And you know, this is usage of body language, usage of your facial expressions. And this is again very, very important. Sometimes use of these non-verbal communication become more important. For instance, I am standing by the road and I have to get on a public transport bus, and it just passes by. And it is 5 meters away from me. If I scream out, even then, driver might not hear me. What I will do, I will signal to him like this. This is non-verbal communication. And if he sees this, he will stop the bus. But if I just scream out like this, I don't think so that it is going to serve the purpose. So, communication, whether it's verbal or non-verbal, is very, very important for every one of us. So, I would encourage you all to learn over here in Toastmasters Club so that we have a great communication style. Thank you very much.